All clear.
Thanks for having us on.
Perfect.
This is our first ever Twitter space. Usually we use Discord, so it's a little weird. And it's kind of nice to try something new and hopefully can get some more, like, it's easier for people to go back and listen to the space after it's already expired. Kind of looking forward to maybe porting over to this full time. Guess we can kick it off. Are you guys wanting to do an intro or something from Napier?
Sure. Thanks. So, thank you everyone for joining us today. So, I'm Shoji from Napier. Napier is building user trading platform on top of like curve finance. So, you can everyone can basically put LSTs that you have and mint different kinds of tokens. Depends on like what you need. If you want to go for leveraging yield, you just can do that, or you just can access to the fixed term yield as well. So that's kind of thing that we are building, and it is set to be launched pretty soon. So yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah, this is one of the launches I'm really excited about in the near future.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, it's been a long journey and should be happening soon. So can't wait. Actually, we finished like all the my competitions, so I don't think it's gonna take too long.
Can you tell us a little bit about the journey so far? Like what the steps have been, how long you guys have been building for? Because I mean, your Twitter presence has been growing and growing. There's a Telegram group now, and everyone's waiting, obviously, for launch.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, thanks for that question. Actually, so this project started like 2 years ago in a like ETH Global Hackathon, and Yusuke, the founder of Napier, and Bakshi, co-founder as well, won a prize in ETH Global Hackathon with the idea of like fixed term yield. So literally what we're doing now. Since then, like there's like some experiments because like obviously we've seen a lot of sort of like a bit of success and a bit of failure in like this kind of like either trading space. We kind of kept optimizing it like one like again and again and again. So it was like almost everything about the like first year, so like 2 years ago. And last year, we finally sort of found the right architecture, which totally integrates Curve in itself. Yeah, and that's when we thought we found the right market and like right design of Napier. So that's kind of like the initial point of like current Napier finance. Yeah, and initially like we kept building while did fundraising, and as you guys seen, like last year we had a like great round with like DeFi big names and also like car big names, including Michael, onboarding as investor. And yeah, we kept building, expanding the team a little bit. Then yeah, that's like how it's been. It's been crazy. Like, you know, a lot of things, like, of course there are a lot of things, difficulty happens, but at the same time we've got a lot of great support from like people around, like families. So I definitely appreciate that. So, yeah, that's like how it's been.
I wanted to ask, like, how were you guys? It's seemingly perfectly ready to like jump on the liquid restaking token, like hype train, like just kind of out of nowhere. You just like dropped in, and all of a sudden it's like that was the storyline, and it was like perfectly timed. Were you already planning on that like months in advance, or did it just happen to time up perfectly for you?
Well, sure. So like initially, you know, because like technically Napier is about like interbearing assets. So whatever it is, like interbearing, we could list we can list it. I mean, like, you know, it depends on the design of token. We need some optimization. But since last year, like especially last year, there was huge booming like in LSD and LRT, right? So we sort of like decided to shift focus a bit towards LSD and LLTs. Yeah, so it was kind of beginning of the boom of LSD and LLT. We decided to, you know, we sort of optimization towards LSD LLTs, and what we've seen in the last like few months or like half a year has been like insane, right? So yeah, I mean, it is of course like part of plan to be on the right time on the, like, you know, for like a CNLT, but at the same time, like it was beyond that, like it's been crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you cannot predict like at metas or even like 2 weeks from now, but it's always been kind of remarkable to me of how well your project fits into, you know, curve and also convex, with it being able to like push emissions to different places.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, as you guys were designing all your kind of architecture and creating a place, you know, to house at Napier, were there any other eco systems that looked right? And then like what made you choose to build on top of curve?
Got it. Yeah, actually, initial idea was like, you know, build kind of everything on our own, you know, like without the reliance on any other products. I mean, like, of course, we need interbearing assets listed, but other than that, we was thinking like building everything on our own. Well, the thing is, like, you know, it was from the like key problem within fixed term either space or either trading space, that the liquidity get fractionalized quite easily, and it always been, because like if you look at, you know, because like in either trading protocols there's maturity, and even though we say it's ETH, like depends on like fast ETH, like SD ETH, RETH, like they are different, right? And so there is a lot of like dimension that liquidity can be fractionalized. That was the biggest problem in like fixed term space. And we noticed that, you know, firstly, Cobb's like siloed pool architecture with, you know, with having 3 pools in the middle and pools with lower liquidity get along with it, kind of is the best solution for that. So that's like sort of first place where we noticed that it's a great architecture. And also another thing is that, we've got Great Flywheel in Curve, right? Like Curve, convex, and plug-in and from that, like everything is like super established, ready, and solid. So we was like, why don't we use that? That's like, hopefully, jumping into Curve.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's like it's funny to me because it feels like, so this is kind of like a missing piece in the machine. So yeah, it's funny how, like Curve launched and was really great, and then Convex came along, and then it was like, oh, this is like a missing piece to all of this, and this, yeah, it's always kind of struck me that this is what that, like, you guys are like the next one, and it's, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool.
Thanks. Yeah, actually, I don't want to be like super kind of naive, but it feels like sort of distinct, right? Like, we need a curve for solving the problem, like fixed in like either trading space. This is at the same time like great solution for extending what curve can do or convex can do. So yeah, it feels like everything is like matched. Could be a bit too much, but I really love it. Yeah.
I got a chance to read your thread. I mean, you only posted like an hour ago or 2 hours ago about the llama race. So I'm like frantically trying to read it so I don't sound like a complete dickwad on the call. Like, it has no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm still obviously sound like I have no idea what I'm talking about, so it didn't really make a difference. But anyway, tell us about the llama race. And then I just mute myself and just throw the ball to you.
Sure. Thanks for asking that. This is, actually what we want to talk today as well. So llama race is, basically like a pointing system of Napier before TGE. So there's like llama race, and llama quest is a way to gain points. So you can think of like llama race as a whole, and there'll be like llama quest to solve. So, and like how it works is basically like when you make referrals on the socials, you gain points, and when you provide liquidity, you gain points. When you trade, you also gain points. So like this is like super simple, but also like we've got other like system of points and like this will be reflected to the retroactive airdrop in later. And yeah, the key thing I want to mention here is that we're especially like we are obviously super into like this curve families and like llama families, so we will be showing big picture of like llama families gathered together along with the points you gained in the top page of the point. And also there'll be like some exclusive chance for llama holders kind of thing. Yeah, those all those things can be expected from you guys, I guess. Yeah.
And we're getting like a head start, right? I mean, I have to like tease that. Like you said in the post that we're gonna get like llama holders will have like a couple week head start on before the public launch.
Yeah, I mean, like yeah, literally we're gonna give you great head start, cause like you guys those matters to us for sure. And yeah, so you will have advantage, and like, but it's basically I mean, like I'm not sure if I can explain it too deeply, but if you're into llama enough, then you will see what you get. So like you don't have to move too much in Napier, you will see it.
Is it going to be? Have you already taken a snapshot for that group, or is it just going to be like, if you have a llama, you log into the website and you're able to take part in the early access stuff, no matter when you have acquired your llama?
For the snapshot, what I can say is not yet, and the thing is more for like giving points. So like so it's not like merely like giving early access to earn points, but rather like you do activity on Napier, but like if you're llama holders, you will get more points from the activity. That's how it works.
I like it. It sounds like a boosty, Hawth.
Yeah, it does.
Why shouldn't I get all the boosties?
Exactly. That's the whole point. I want you guys to try Napier. So, yeah.
Right. And I I guess what makes this slightly different is these points are redeemable for tokens at a future point, right? Lots of protocols are just teasing like points, liquid points, points on points, but who knows what they're worth or what they're actually going to be used for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, for sure, like we will get you back with the Great Flywheel for the points, so you don't have to worry about that.
I love the collaboration aspect to it. I was trying to catch up on the Medium as well, and like I believe there was a point toward the end that you mentioned that if every player in the race helps Napier get to a certain TVL, so then the whole group gets like a bonus. Is that correct?
Yes, I mean, like, yeah, we're partnering with like a lot of projects. So like not only when you use Napier, it's not just about like receiving points from Napier, but also there'll be some coin incentives from our partners. Like it's like it's not just about like Napier itself, but also a partner that provides great opportunity for you guys. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like really awesome to include everyone in this. It's a really great kind of connection to the greater ecosystem. I think it's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, actually, the thing is like, because we've got quite a lot of great support from the ecosystem, even though we're still at the beginning. We wanted to give back to whatever we could, along with achieving the huge growth for the whole ecosystem and also the APA. So yeah, that's the source of the idea, how it came from.
Have you found it easy to find partners for the race for launch? Was this like an easy thing to sell into the ecosystem? I mean, we spoke briefly that you had some huge names on the seed and things. So was it just like a matter of reaching out, or were people proposing offers to you? Like, what did this kind of like collaboration look like?
Sure. I mean, like, it really depends, but especially those within like Curve ecosystem, or like those who had a great relationship with like whoever inside like Curve families. It's been quite easy for us because we've got a lot of great support, either like directly from the project or also from our our like advisories or like investors. They helped us quite a lot. So I would say, especially for those who are really close to Curve family, it wasn't really difficult. But at the same time, if there's like when we are talking about like the project completely kind of outside of Curve, it's relatively trickier. Yeah.
So easier to like, stack Lego on Lego than get somebody from outside of the ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was great that we start from, kind of start building Lego from like calculator projects, because like we all know that, we matters to each other. So if we grow, they will grow. So it was not really difficult to find a good place to work together. Yeah, and we slightly extended our hands outside.
I saw a graphic with like 13 different products that you guys, and they all have like the PT, icon in front of them. So my dumb question is, in getting ready for the race, like what should I have prepared? So have my llama, obviously. And then what do I need to have? Just like liquid ETH, just like ready to go try to help like farm the points most effectively, or am I needing LSD tokens? Do I need to have something like prepared ahead of time, or just have a convex position? What do you suggest?
I think, well, for sure, like, you need to have like an LST or like ETH, ETH, like this, assets that is super relevant. But at the same time, like, if you're using the DeFi protocols that is, in a picture, or like that is, that seems close with us, you're likely to gain more points. So yeah, LLaMA, ETH, or like LSD, and use curve-related protocols as much as possible. That's what I can say.
You said on launch, I remember from one of the tweets, I think it was maybe a week ago, a couple of weeks ago, that it was going to be like wrap staked ETH, I think Rocket ETH, Rocket Pool ETH, and Frax ETH.
Yeah.
At launch, right? Was it those three?
Exactly. At launch,
Yeah.
these three will be like key assets, but at the same time, we'll be, I feel like maybe certain times we'll be releasing more pools, because like, there's obviously a lot of relevant assets in there. So yeah,
there's a lot.
there's a lot indeed.
I mean, we are like being on like the LLamas multi-sig, that there's a lot of like governance proposals, and we try to get to them, but at the moment it's just going crazy with new gauges. It seems like everyone's coming to build here again. Like if the last run was stable coins, this is like LRT, LST. Every day there's someone moving over.
Yeah. It's totally crazy. Like, I mean, like, LSD itself has been like kind of have a great long history, right? Like, Slider has been long in the space, and there's a lot more following. But LRT happening, it's just, I guess it's just been like maybe a few months time since the initial phase, and it's already been like a lot. So yeah, it's indeed crazy.
Remember, like when two years ago, when there used to be like a conversation around every gauge vote, and we used to have like Llama Risk like would come on and be like, we need 3 weeks to review this to make sure that this is a safe proposal. Now there's like 37 of them live right now and we're just voting fucking haphazardly.
Yeah, I think it's like just like open the gates. Like if it's not a clear rug, it's gonna get a gauge now.
If
like
you're not rugging it while you're putting the gauge vote up, you're in.
So weird.
It's true though. I mean, like the like the risk reports were like invaluable. And I mean that all came out of what was it, Mochi, right?
Mochi, yeah.
Mochi, yeah.
I'm still
If
holding
anyone
out for
remembers
my
that.
airdrop they promised
Yeah,
me.
I really want that airdrop.
Yeah, man, that was wild though with the they hard like pegged their stable coin and then just like borrowed in their own protocol and just was like slinging like clips into convex. It was crazy back then.
That guy was way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
There was many to follow.
But yeah, to get Cogsy's like, how do I do this?
This guy was prescient.
But yeah, to get back to a llama race, there's a 5 chapters, correct? And they each get they begin to get more and more complicated as each one progresses.
Not necessarily. It's just about like, you know, the area that you can earn points got
Okay, cool.
deeper. I would say, like, you know, like initially it was just about social, and secondly it will be just about like, you know, the pools, like 3 assets pool, and then like it will get broader. But along with it, you will always have chance to, you know, like boost points, like, you know, holding LLaMA. So yeah, you don't have to worry about like, you know, things being too complicated. We will try not to make it too complicated, but we just want to, you know, push users to use Napier as well as like, you know, other family projects. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, yeah, I'm this I think this is a really interesting way to do like a points. It kind of comes across like it's a video game, and I think that's yeah, like I love that. Like I need more of that in my life, so I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, like I want you guys to have like, you know, good picture of, you know, LLaMA of families gathering pretty close, working together. That's like what we envision and what you're gonna see when you gain like enough points. Hope you guys find yourself in it.
Yeah, me too.
Right, and to this like video game metaphor, in the medium today, there was also, you know, talking about some other ways that you could participate with the curve convex. I think Conic was on there too, and
Yep.
Youth and things. So it just seems like players from everywhere can join and participate and actually use like underlying positions that they might already have, right? It's utilizing what's there effectively
Exactly.
towards a common goal. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the whole point. So, I mean, like, there's a lot of things that looks complicated, but, you know, the core idea is like, as you explained, like, yeah, wherever you are, if you're there, you know, that should be the opportunity to earn points for Napier.
And what's the you know, I've seen this kind of being memed a little bit going around. The big goal, like the thing seems to just be like the base pool of curve. Is that right?
Like, could you repeat that again? Like, I think I didn't completely get it.
Like as the big picture of Napier, I've seen like a couple of tweets and things, and it was like the motif seemed to be like the base pool of curve. Is that correct?
Yeah, kind of like, I would say we want to extend what curve can do as a, like, ultimate goal. So, you know, now we are giving better opportunity for either trading of LSD and LRTs with Napier. And this is literally extending what curve can do, and so that we can make curve a home of LSD and LLT. So that's the big picture that we have right now.
Okay, cool. And we've got a question in the audience. Arrow's asking, is there a cap to the amount of points per category? LLamas, V, CRV, etc.
Yeah, like we have like points, but internally and I don't think it will be shared completely to the public. Of course, like there'll be some info on the kind of ratio for the points, but well, yeah, like roughly it will be shared, the info of the point distribution. Yeah.
Okay, you got to be careful now because you're going to have Cogsy in the DMs straight after this asking for that information.
I need to know how much.
That's why I don't
how
want
many
to
points
go
do I
too
get
deep
for
into.
making like cool artwork for you?
I'm sorry?
There should be a sixth section there, like a special one for me for all of my little handicapped abilities that I have, because I want to farm a bunch of extra points. I just looked at the dates and realized that you have the 17th as a start date, and that's in like less than 2 weeks. So it's really coming quick.
I'm sorry, I think I didn't get it completely.
The start date is March 17th for the llamas.
Yeah.
So
I would
what's
like
the sorry, what's the kind of what's the process from now until launch? What are you guys doing in between, getting ready, final tweaks?
Sure. So as we like finish the audit, so we are working on like front end for like all those user experience optimization, along with finalizing all the details for partnerships, integration, co-incentives, kind of thing. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what we will be doing for next few weeks. And yeah, we'll open a campaign, and you can start from like social activity. Yeah, I think that's it.
Will the I'm on Napier.finance right now, which is beautiful. And will the app also be live from then, or is that coming at a later point?
Bit later. So
Bit later, yeah.
in the first phase, it's just about like without app, just social activity. But in a few weeks after the social campaign start, like the initial phase of Llama race, you'll be able to use the app actually.
Yeah, right now I'm a bit like that meme of the the character smashing the when button. And I'm just repeatedly hinting like enter.
Yeah, just give us a bit of time.
Give him a little time, Panda. Jesus Christ.
If I could ask, I'm curious, can so of all these partners who are kind of accessing this up flying start, if I'm across like multiple categories of that, are my like points compounding, or is it kind of just like at maximum you get this head start and then we go? Like, how will that work?
It really depends, but like generally you don't have to worry about like the cap of points. So yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And then yeah, like I noticed with your partners, you have like a urn and convex and the whatnot, just with like the LPs and the positions you hold, like including the Win Llama. Will those add up at the beginning together?
Yeah, generally it will be add up. So yeah, like again, like cap or like those kind of like limitage is something you don't have to worry about.
Cool, that's amazing. Yeah, so this has been like a multi-year journey to get to this point. Yeah, can you share like any like a really big challenges you guys had to get here, and like how you overcame them?
Well, yeah, like to be honest, like the first and like biggest difficulties we had was completely on with the initial phase, like because we are not like ex-convicts or like OGs or someone super familiar with like we started from kind of a bit outside of Go. I mean, like as a user, we are part of it, but not as founders. So and also either trading or fixed term protocol was not super familiar with back then. So that was the key challenge that we had. We spent a lot of time to try to clarify what we are going to do back then. And slightly people, started to getting it and started to support us, including, like those listed in a list of initial investor of Napier. Actually, like Mr. Brooks here, but yeah, that was like most difficult time, and I guess that was the most life-changing time for Napier's journey. And how we overcame it is that like at some point, we found the right person that gets the idea. They shared what they know about us along with our explanation. So those kind of like detailed process accumulated to sort of establish a solid understanding of the community towards what we are doing. That's how it's done. We keep doing upon the basis built up by this whole support. So yeah, that was amazing.
So on March 17th, well, roughly, best way to follow along and make sure that we're maximizing our point farming capabilities. Your Discord or Telegram, or where's the spot that we should be, or Twitter, should we be watching, for detailed stuff from you guys to, instructions?
Oh, sure. We should be posting like details continuously, be like Medium or Twitter. So as long as you keep your notification on of the like Napier's offshore account, which is here, I don't think you will miss it. But if you have any question or like need more clarity, it's better to come to our Discord for asking question. We'll be open for that, or also like some other community members might help us. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that we'll blast it out for you too. We'll retweet everything, and like, especially on the 17th, just kind of try to give everybody some details.
Yeah, thanks. Let's just occupy the whole timeline.
After I get a full day of head start after, of course. So the 18th, you guys will be starting on the 18th.
I'm sorry?
I was joking. I said I'll give myself a full day of head start before I tweet anything.
I appreciate that.
Before I dilute myself.
You will gain great advantage with that.
Are there any questions from anyone, or is there anyone who wants to chime in the chat or anything? Mm-hmm.
testing out the special effects. I've never done this Twitter thing before. This is kind of cool. I got a bunch of buttons to push.
Really.
That was the sound
Under a waterfall all of a sudden.
Thunderstorm.
Well, I thought that was the sound. I thought that was the sound of the race starting.
Everyone's getting ready.
While we've been on the call, all the cryptos decided to go batshit. I don't know if anybody's watching, but ETH's up like 7%. So I guess we're gonna wipe out that entire break from earlier today.
I mean, I think the market is just bullish on Napier. It's saving everything.
Congratulations, SH. You turned the market.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're going like farther and farther and farther. Yeah, but
everybody's
like
so excited. They're like, LSDs on Curve. Holy shit! We gotta get these.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. By the way, like, Mr. Block is here, speaker. So yeah, I just wanted to ask if you have like any words or like questions. Like, are you excited about like LLaMA race or like how you're feeling?
Oh, is that who's got the other speaker that you have up here? That's Mr. Block.
Mr. Block, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to hear him talk.
Busy, yeah.
Hell, like to see if he breathes. Mr. Block, are you there?
Are you there? Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry, I was having a bit of connection issue. Sorry. Yeah, glad to be here. I didn't know I was a speaker, but thought it's important to share the love. So join in and start tweeting about it. Hey guys, I see a lot of the llama families here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've recently acquired a llama. That's a beautiful pick. Like our meme is the LLAMA Nazi, and as Mr. Block says, and seeing them around here, we've got Cryptovesta there and a few others. Our goal was kind of being this social layer on Curve, then integrating in the right places, and then I know Yusuke. Is that how I pronounce it? Yusuke.
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 Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's great.
He's also rocking a llama, and it's great to see. Like our goal spreading, and then having the space with you guys and building out. It's like it's a real validation of what we set out to build as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you from our end as well. Like, this is such a great, way to show that we belong to this community. So I wanted to find opportunity to have it. Like, Yusuke has been kind of a while since he get it, and yeah, I wanted to have it, and I happened to find like this, kind of Napier color-ish one. So it's like, why not? Yeah, it's great to be part of it. I'm so happy for that.
And could you did you go via Blur? Like, was it something you had your eye on? Because I mean, looking at it now, actually, like looking at the Napier symbol as well, the Napier logo, it really does match. Actually, like on the spaces, you're directly below it, and it looks like a 1-to-1.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. That's what I wanted. So literally, this is cool.
We I think actually the rarest llama is Cogsy after he did his own meta update.
Goddamn
Classic
insiders!
Cogsy.
I can't believe that. It was by chance. By chance.
Yeah, I'm curious. Will you guys be only on mainnet for a while, or are you planning to kind of go everywhere Curve is?
Well, like our focus would be on mainnet general, but it's not like, we don't want to go multi-chain. But yeah, we'll like at least initial phase we'll be focusing on like mainnet. But like, like I guess it was last week where, some from FROK present like Fractal. And like there's also like a lot of, good environment for us to build on for, for other chains. So yeah, we're looking at it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it probably makes sense though to focus initially. I was just curious because like curves in a lot of different places these days, which is fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, technically wherever curve is, we could go. Depends on our resources and like some of the stuff. But yeah, it's great that we have great opportunity to go beyond mainnet, and yeah, we're excited for that as well.
Been checking for any other questions or posts on the. Kind of strange not being able to have like live questions, like people have to reply to the post, to ask anything. Didn't see any other hands get raised. I did kind of have something pop in my head when Hawth was talking about the other other networks. What percentage of the launch do you think will be focused on liquid staking? Like, is that the entire project now since the restaking thing has taken off, or are you guys still looking at like covering the entire Curve ecosystem, not just LSDs?
Well, initially our focus would be like LSD and LRTs, 100%. So yeah, but in later phase, I mean, like technically we could adjust to any kinds of assets as long as it is a yield-bearing assets, right? So yeah, initially we'll be focusing on that. I mean, LSD and LPs, but later on we might extend our hands depending on like market situation. Yeah, let's see how it look like in the future.
Awesome. So anywhere there's yield, you guys can go after it. But obviously the thing that the best product fit right now is the LSDs, because not only is you're going to be the only game in town on top of Curve, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it time for us to pivot, Cogsy?
What am I pivoting to? I've pivoted like 8 times just today, so I got a 9th one in me before I go to bed. Well, I think you answered everything and every possible question we could come up with. Appreciate.
I think I spoke too much, maybe.
Well, no, we
no. I mean, Yusuke might be a bit could be a bit angry for sharing too much information. I don't know, but yeah,
this seems to be like a common occurrence. If anyone's like been on our Grazes before, the last one we did was with Blockmates. Focusing on the release of their NFT, which is happening via our auction house, and we managed to get them to front run their own in-house call when they released all of the information.
It's like the 3 of us always team up on one poor person.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of them. Sorry.
No. I enjoyed that. Yeah, this should be fine with that. Yeah.
I mean, I have his Twitter on notifications as well, because I think he drops a lot of alpha too. So that's a really good follow too.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Anything else that you guys wanted to add on before we wipe? Wipe? What? Like it's a raid? Before we are we gonna like go off the rails and talk about other shit, or are we just gonna let SH just like end the call in peace?
I mean, you are the agent of chaos of the bunch, and you are in control of the Graze, Cogsy. So it's up to you, sir.
Okay. We got 7 minutes, so we can talk about shitcoins. It's not quite shitcoin. It's not quite shitcoin church like Grant runs, but we could definitely talk about FROK, because that's kind of been like the deal of the day for us since this morning. It's been a
hours ago.
Yeah. It's been a long wait, you guys, but we had our first 200% run in 12 hours. So that's been exciting for everybody who's not paying attention. I'm sure everybody on this call has seen the chart. But we got a nice little FROK thing going on. And then we got real world abs dropping, right? When do we get to claim that, Hawth?
I think the airdrop claim's already live. So you've just got to get some ETH, send it to Fractal, and then you've got 60 days to claim, I believe. And then whatever's unclaimed is going to be burnt. So I think that the similarity is with like Bonk and Sol, like is just to kind of drive usage to the chain itself, and then you'll be farming. I think you'll be farming Fractal points as well on top of it then, by going over there and claiming it. I'm not sure what there is actually to do on Fractal right now, apart from really provide liquidity and buy and sell.
Yeah, I think just trading, at least currently. But yeah. Oh, and then yeah, we did our first convergence weight this week. But yeah, so really pushing this epoch to be a curve USD sync. As you know, that helps just about everything. So that's kind of the thesis currently. But yeah, we'll keep everyone updated on that.
Were you able to vote in? Were you guys able to vote in the CVG Igniter round?
No, not this time around, but yeah, we will be
part two,
spreading the love, because that we have a lot of weight in that.
My next question is, you're gonna vote for me in the next CVG Igniter round, correct? Yes.
Always, right?
100%. That won't look like an insider deal at all. 100% Cogsy. So you guys get to vote on, but you get to actually go and channel towards the Curve USD eco. I mean, that was like, or not specifically, you were able to throw our weight behind Curve USD.
Yeah, and we did other a number of other pools as well. Yeah, there's the fractal airdrop, I believe, is tomorrow, so that was one of them, and then curve, of course, and FXN and all of our favorites.
We got
what else is happening right now, Panda? Is there anything we missed?
We got the swell unlock.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow, right?
Like 3 people that we know that trade that, so that's exciting for our 3 people. I don't know if anybody else even knows what it is.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it'll be awesome to have it on like a Napier in a month or so, or whenever the race ends.
Yeah, one thing I just wanted to add to that, where it's kind of the meeting of multiple worlds, is with the LLamas MSIG voting on the convergence gauges, pools, etc. We've been thinking about, you know, what we could do with Napier as LLaMA action. So maybe that's somewhere that we can drop a tiny bit of alpha that would be cool for LLamas to, you know, use positions in different partners, and we'll be sending some weight there too from our side.
As our treasury grows and we start to get more and more of these airdrops to the treasury, kind of like CVG as an example, that makes us more attractive for other partners to want to team up with us and you know, and collab with us, because we have the weight to be able to help them get started, like bootstrap, like new programs, right?
Yeah, and I think too, as we talk about, you know, being like attractive and the whatnot, you know, like part of our mission is, you know, like acting as this connective kind of a social layer, and as we, you know, kind of like add more projects into our treasury that, you know, we're just gonna like hold and lock it, kind of starts to create that like community, like at watering the hole or the whatnot. That's a really bad metaphor, I'm sorry. It's a late my time.
You're going full Lion King on us.
I know, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like looking at a elephant picture for some reason, like on the wall.
Just watching my Yeet GIF over and over again of the Lion King getting thrown off the rock. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like you get critical mass at some point where you have so many people that automatically come to the llamas or to Discord or to the badge program or whatever, to where it starts to grow almost exponentially, to where we get, you know, 10, 15, 18 partners, and they're all like feeding off of each other, and there's like, you know, partnerships that could be spawned from us as the meeting point.
Right. Well, I mean, this is also something that sounds like Napier are trying to achieve. Right. That's going to be the yield watering hole. Now it's stuck in my head too.
God
the
damn, the
mind
watering hole thing.
virus.
The watering hole is spreading.
Well, but yeah, I mean, I think that's what's like really great about just like Curve is, you know, like everyone's kind of rowing the same direction. And you know, I think that's a really powerful thing that everyone forgets, that the when the flywheel slows, it's really painful, but once it starts really turning, it's like it's absolutely bananas, like all the time.
I feel like Napier is really gonna fill a hole that's missing with the LST thing, or the LSD, the element. Like, we didn't really talk about restaking that much, Hawthorne, but would you say that Napier would be the first like protocol built on top of Curve that would be able to use the hype around the restaking talk?
Yeah, I mean, at least to me, like the hype only kind of matters because like Curve is this like a yield king of, I think, all of a DeFi. So when you start to look at like principal tokens and like yield tokens. Then you look at how convex plugs into that to like push emissions. It's like it really cool to me, just like how it all can click together.
It's a good fit, and it always has been. I mean, they've been building for a long time, but it's really a good fit like right now. But I mean, everything feels like it's clicking into place. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, because I mean, like we've watched like a Pendle do really well, but like I think they kind of tripped into the meta, but like within the world of a curve, it's just this is like how it is, and it's always been like this, and it really integrates and clicks.
Do you think that that Napier could be like a Pendle displacer?
I mean, like like you can compare things, but like I think that like a Napier is in a much stronger a long-term place because of the eco system that it's like building within.
That's kind of exciting. Full disclosure, me and Hawthorne both missed the Pendle trade, and we're still really pissed about that. So this is like our second chance. So I'm gonna say that this is definitely gonna be totally gonna displace Pendle, like 51% attack straight up.
Well, I mean, like at least for me, like the concept hadn't clicked in my mind, like when it was really when Pendle was really cheap, but I've been doing a lot of research and it really clicks now, and I think it's like once you understand it, I think it's pretty powerful. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to ramble all night. Appreciate the time, everybody. This was really great, and
sorry,
I'm really
5 minutes.
excited about the llama race and how llama's acting as like a boosty asset.
So relaxed, like on the Twitter thing, and like with my earbuds in, I'm laying on the couch. I don't have to like sit in front of a computer and on a microphone, like I usually do for our Discord calls. Didn't even do an intro on this. Like, kind of forgot that I was like, supposed to be running the call. So, thank you for listening to our very first Twitter space, Llama Graze. And I am recording, so we can put it on YouTube. So Panda can listen to it on 2x speed. God forbid he has to listen to it on regular person speed. And thank you guys for coming. Thanks, Napier. And Llama Race is going to kick some ass in 2 weeks.